Welcome to Andy Decodes. Sit back and enjoy as we dive deeper down into the rabbit hole.
Hello, welcome to this evening's show. There is no guest today because he's having really bad technical issues with his internet. So that would be Graham Phillips. We are going to reschedule for him to come back on a later date. But we just need to sort out as and when. So because it's been nearly 2 weeks, I thought I'd better do a stream. And that's it. So if anyone's got any questions, please fire them across. I'm going to be telling you about stuff I've got coming up over the next few weeks, which is a lot more than I was expecting there to be. And I'm going to be talking about the Awakening conference in Manchester this weekend gone. So anyone wants to know anything first, we can do that. If not, I will just start with what's going to be coming up. Just let me do a few hellos. I'll put some background music on so anyone can do little dances, something. They're more than welcome. I won't be doing any. 1 second. There we go. Right, so as of, well, in 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks on Saturday, we're doing a meet-up in Cannock Chase. We're going to meet up around about, well, I'm getting there a bit earlier and I'm collecting a certain person from a train station. So we're going to be getting there around about, I'd say 11, between 10:30 and 11. So we're going to have a wander about around Cannock before we meet everyone else, unless we all get there around about the same time. Then we're going to stay there for a while, hopefully go grab something to eat at one of the pubs or something, if anyone's up for that. And then we're going to be going back into the Chase and doing a evening investigation. So anyone wanting to come, they're more than welcome, but please do let me know so we know who to expect, etc. So that's it on there. The following week, it looks like I'm going to another conference over at Bosworth Hall in Market Bosworth. It's not too far away from me. It's Festival of the Unexplained. And that's on from the 14th to the 17th of September. So that's like 2 weeks' time. So I got an invite from somebody. So we're going to sort out tickets. So yeah, going to be going to that. I'm only going to that on the Sunday though. You can the weekend tickets have sold, or the full tickets have sold out. You can either get by the Saturday or the Sunday tickets. That's it. So I'm going to be going there on the Sunday, meeting up with a couple of people. Anyone interested in that, I can send the details over for it. I think the tickets are, I've just called it, I think the tickets are £30 each for the day, but it doesn't look like it's a big venue. They do a meet and greet and you literally get to meet everybody. So it's like a full walk through. Sorry. Yeah. So that's that. Like I said, that's the 14th to the 17th of September. Also, so Right, I'm going to jump forward and backwards now a little bit. So when we was in Manchester this weekend, I was chatting to a guy called Derek. Now, my cousin was chatting to him outside, and for some reason he started talking about Rendlesham. So I was in there with Simon. I think I was talking to Steve Mera and Barry Fitzgerald and a couple of others. Met Martino in there. Andy Byrne came along. He only managed to do the one day, but it was a bit of a trek for him. Anyway, so my cousin come in and goes, "Oh, I've been speaking to this guy, Derek." So he introduced me to him, gave me his card, we was chatting away. And then because we'd all really only just got there, so it was all still like mingling and what have you. Anyway, so I had a chat with him, then seen him a bit later on, had another chat, then we arranged to have a proper chat on the Sunday. Anyway, when he got there on the Sunday, I met up with him. It turns out that he is Alex Lovelock, who I met in Rendlesham a few weeks ago. His moderator Elaine, Derek is her brother, so he knows Rendlesham as much as Alex does. So we are in the middle of arranging to go back to Rendlesham and do a full evening investigation. So I'm just laughing at some of the comments in the chat. Yes, bro. Someone's got to do it, so I thought I'd take one for the team. So I did. Why not? So hopefully there's going to be me, Derek, Alex, and possibly Elaine, maybe a couple of other people. Anybody interested in doing that, please do let me know. I don't mind. I'm going to be driving there from Northampton, so if anyone in the Northampton area or surrounding areas can get to where I am, or I'm passing through where they live, I don't mind picking them up. But do email me. Andy at andydecodes.com. That's it. Just email me, let me know what it is you want to know, and that's it. So another weird thing happened yesterday. So I'd uploaded the photos onto the website from weekend. So I thought, right, I'll see what it's like on the desktop version. That was all right. So I'll see what they look like on the tablet and mobile. Because sometimes the pictures, they change the aspect ratio of them, so you don't always get the full picture. It might be zoomed right into another one. So I'm flicking. So I went on it, flipped through, come back out. Then I realised I'd put two images the same on there. So I went back on the phone because I couldn't bother turning the PC back on, and pressed it to delete one of the duplicate picture, and it popped up on my phone. Do you want to download the Anti-Decode app? Right? So I'm like, I thought it was some sort of spam or something like that. I'm like, what? It didn't make sense. So anyway, I pressed it because I've got spyware and all that protection on my phone. Downloaded it. I've actually got, I'll show you now. I've actually got there, I don't know if you can see, the Anti-Decode app. And then you literally click on it and it takes you straight to it. You don't have to type anything in, you don't have to mess about, and it's the same as what it is, but it's more instant. So if anyone is interested in that, you can do it, but apparently it only works on Samsung, Android devices. Me and Simon did try it. Simon's got an iPhone. Excuse me. We did try it using his iPhone. I tried it on my iPad, but it doesn't work. It only seems to work on Android. So what you do, you go into your network browser, whether it's Google or I don't know, whatever search engine you use. Type in andydecodes.com, click on it. Once it loads up, So you, in the homepage of the website, wait about 2-3 seconds, then you'll get a pop-up notification saying, do you want to download the app? And if you just click on it, it will then download it onto your phone. So if you do that, there's no way getting away from it. But I don't know. I've not had any notifications about it. Nothing, whatever. So, yeah, if you don't mind doing that, that'd be great. And if I get anything that comes back from that, I'll let you guys know. Yes, Umbra. Yeah, get a coach load from Cumbria. That'd be fine. There'd be a load down. Literally, you'd be picking everyone up down the M6 till you get there. Right, sorry, I'm just going to go through the chat. Hi, Danny from South Carolina. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hi, James. Hi, Joanne, Ralph, Alien, Joe, Umbra, Susan, Blue Shift, Mike, Sober Carpa, Simon, Ralph. I don't know if I've already said Ralph, Joe, Margaret, Sai, and anyone else I've missed? No, I think the CIA made it because I have nothing to do with it. And usually, whenever there's obviously I go on the website like 2-3 times a week. Usually when I'm doing the podcast and that, when I've not got much on, it's just probably once a week, just to make sure everything's in line, ready for the next. Because there's a countdown. I do a countdown each time when the next live stream's on. So literally, I just go on, change that, move a couple of things about. That's it. And it just popped up. There's no notification from website provider, but no emails, nothing. But hopefully, if you do download this, I suppose we can call it like the Doggerland app, because George Phillip was supposed to be on, and it's like he was going to be talking about Doggerland, the vanishing island between the UK and Northern Europe, and it's just gone. So, what's a reverse version of that? So, yeah, just go on antidecodes.com, wait a couple of seconds. Once you've gone to the website, you get a notification, download the app, that's it, you got it on your phone. Like I said, I don't think it works on iPhone. Well, we know it doesn't work on iPhone, it definitely doesn't work on iPad, not at the moment. But I think it's kind of like created itself. I think because of all the different platforms that I'm on. So I'm guessing that's it. But anyone got any sensible questions? That'd be great. Yeah, cheers, Umbra. Right, so I'm going to put some pictures up from weekend. These not. I was going to say I'll talk through them, but pretty self-explanatory. And there are a couple of updates with guests that I've got coming on in the new year. We are now booked up pretty much till the end of March, beginning of April, and that's just Fridays. Wednesdays are stopping. So we've got all this month, every Wednesday and Friday this month, every Wednesday and Friday in October, and then there's one Wednesday in November when UFO Joe's coming on, and other than the ones that me and Chris Meek do from Scottish Paranormal Podcast, excuse me again, other than them ones, they're going to be like once every 6 weeks, or just as and when. There's no set time on them ones. So, but we are going to be doing Disclosure Part 2 once Chris is feeling better. I've not spoken to him since I got back, but hopefully, yeah, all good. Right, so you're asking for the pictures. I'm going to take myself off screen because you don't want to see three of me. Hi, Gerald. Thank you for joining tonight. Right, let me... Right, when I went off screen then, could you guys hear me or not? Right, I'll try this one. Right, can you guys hear me now? Just have two people say yes or no. It should be working on this one. Because I don't want to start putting stuff on. Right, perfect, thank you. So many settings on this, it's ridiculous. Right, so I'm just going to do them in order that I've uploaded them. So this is first one with the man of the moment, Mr. Steve Mera. Yeah, and we was stood outside, me and a couple of others, chatting to him about all different things, and he is literally one of the nicest guys you will ever hear. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever get to meet and speak, and he's just so genuine, and he's just an amazing bloke, and he just says it as it is. He doesn't, I don't say he doesn't hold back, but it's just, his knowledge is just so immense, and the stuff he was telling us about when he's been out investigating, how he got into stuff, because I was asking him how he ended up doing the investigation for the Rochdale poltergeist, and he just properly went into detail about how the papers and that got in touch with him and what have you. So the really, really nice bloke, one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And there's this guy, didn't speak much, just kind of stood there looking a bit blue with his grey mate to the left. So, yeah. So he was all, I think everybody there was contemplating how to collect these models, but they was just far too big and heavy to be shifted anywhere. But yeah, Steve is absolute top guy. There's another amazing guy coming up now, Mr. Barry Fitzgerald. I bought his, not his latest book, but it's the one, well, you can't see, give me a second. I'm gonna have to do it like this, I think. That's better. So, bought his book, The Banshee. So he's got another book out, but that's paperback, and he signed it. It pretty much says, "To Andy, please don't have nightmares, Barry Fitzgerald." So that's one that I'm going to be reading over the next weekend. Looking forward to that one. Now, Barry, same as Steve, is one of the nicest guys you will ever meet in your life. Just so chatting to him and his Mrs. Donna, and they're both really, really nice people. And yeah, he's like, me and Barry was talking quite a lot while we was there. We was looking at different, like, I'm showing him some photos and videos on my phone, and he's showing me a couple of pics that he's got on his of like paranormal stuff. Can't go into it, but yeah, just really, really interesting data that he was showing me, and they've both agreed that they're going to come on in the new year. Barrett is doing it's not a tour, I think it's some sort of tour in Minnesota. I think it's February, March time. So they're both going to come on around about, I think they're coming on end of February, beginning of March, and then they're going to come back on once Barry gets back from America. Yeah, so they're coming on twice, pretty much one side, either side of Easter, basically. So yeah, but no, two of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And there's this one that was amazing. Just the detail that's gone into that, absolutely. You can see it on this, but when you sort of right up with your head virtually in its mouth, it's pretty amazing. So yeah, that's that one. And then I think it's this one. I met the Pope. Yeah, I didn't really ask him anything other than can I have a selfie with you, because there was just a crowd of people waiting to talk with him. Now there are a couple of people, I'm not going to drop names, that did a couple of interviews with him. I was asking him questions. It's not for me to say, but hopefully they're going to be coming out. That's going to be coming out soon, the one that I know of. He said he'll let me know once it's uploaded. I think he's going to be putting it on podcast. I'm not 100%. But yeah, I know there were a couple of people there that had pretty much direct contact with Nick Pope. And I'm hoping that they can manage to have a word to see if he would consider coming on the show. But if he doesn't, he doesn't. It's like, at least we've asked. So yeah, so that's that. And then this guy, some guy from up there, Hull. Oh, he had a good laugh with Paul. He did. Yeah, I can't speak. He actually did a speak. He was one of the speakers there, and what was really good, he was talking about from him being a kid and everything that he went through with all his encounters and experiences, and it was from like the very beginning, from being, I don't know what, 3, 4, I think he said 4 or 5 years old, pretty much all the way through up until the early 2000s, and everything that went on and the detail that he went into. It's just, I've only ever heard bits now here and there, but you kind of like trying to piece it all together. But when you hear the full story all in one go, it's just like wow. And that was amazing. Just because he had the slides and showing the pictures about what they was talking about and all that kind of stuff, and it's just really, really interesting. I'd never heard like the full story to it all. There's me and some bloke that I met. Hello, goodbye. And then I met these two, and these two are two of the funniest people you'll ever meet in life, Philip and Ronnie Kinsella. The stories that they were telling us, like off to the side and what have you, and just what was going on. Yeah, they're two of the nicest people you'll ever meet as well. I think I've already got one of Philip's books that he signed when I was up in Hull last year. Did you ask him if he got the Christmas cards from Philip Mantle? No, sorry. Yeah, Kinsella's have said they're more than happy to come on whenever you invite them on, as long as we're all free and everyone's available. It's not a problem. Now, next person. Oh, yes. Right, so then I met in person Sasha Christie. She's so funny and really nice person. Had proper good laugh with Sasha. Really, really funny. And then we have, I'm going to go back to some of the pictures in a minute that I've not gone through. Miss Maria Wheatley. So I was chatting with her. She's on next Friday. She's really looking forward to coming on. She was up as a speaker talking about the ley lines and dowsing and all that. Sat in and watched that for quite a while, but it was just getting too hot in the room, so unfortunately I had to move out because it was just sweating. There's that many people in the room. But fingers crossed, she's going to send me a PDF copy of her book, because unfortunately when she got there she didn't have any copies of her book. There's been some had gone on and she just didn't receive them in time, so she had the only copy that she had was her own personal copy, so there's nothing that she could do other than show people what it was about. And then I met a couple of people from over in the States. Now there's this guy, not sure if any of you lot know who he is. It's some bloke called Johnny Enoch. That was actually just as I was going to leave. Simon laughing. It was actually Simon that took that photograph, and I was chatting to Johnny, And I asked him about coming on, and he said, I don't know if he was just saying it or if he actually meant it, but he said he'd be more than happy to come on the show. So I've got his link on Facebook. He just said, send him a message and we'll sort something out. So he is, I think he's being genuine when he said he's going to come on the show. So yeah, I think he'll be a good guest. And then there's this guy as well. Someone called Jimmy Church. He was just talking to everyone. At one point, it just looked like he had a massive entourage around him. But it wasn't when I got that photograph taken. I think that was on the Saturday. I think it was when... Simon, can you correct me on this? I can't remember. I don't know if you'll remember. I think it was on the Sunday. I was going out to get a bit of fresh air, and he was with some steps that go up and go on to the where the exit is, where you're coming in and out. Jimmy Church were there, and I just said, "Oh no!" He let on to me. Yeah, he actually let on to me first. I just said, "Hi, Jimmy. I've got a question for you," and then I'd asked him about if he was coming on the show. He gave me his direct email address, and he said, "It's like," I said to him, "I goes, would you consider coming on?" And he paused for a couple of seconds, and went, "Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I will." And he gave me his email address, so I got details out, and he just said, give him a shout and we'll sort something out. So fingers crossed, touch wood and all that. We're going to get Jimmy Church and Johnny Enoch coming on. Didn't actually get to see James Fox. Now he was about, but there was a massive crowd around him all the time, with just people wanting autographs and photos and everything else. So it just didn't happen. And then there's a couple more here. So these are just the random photos that we took. There you go. It's that dog man. If that is a real life size dog man, you don't want to be that close to it. They was actually white trainers. Yeah, I think he was doing a bad impression of the Hulk. But yeah, I think everyone that walked past that was contemplating how to work out how to remove it from the building. And it weren't happening. And then there's this one. Simon did a bit of photography editing while we were there. This is one that he used in his profile picture. I think the red eyes on that, awesome. Excuse me. Yeah, it was a top weekend. So I want to thank my cousin Andy, this guy, looking after me and doing a lot of the photography. Thank you. Everyone in the photographs. Everyone. Oh, I met up with Nigel Wright was there. Chris Turner, Chris Evers, his son Kevin. It was in Manchester, Bowlers Blue. Sorry, I did see it. I was just going to answer your question. I think I put on Facebook pretty much everyone that I met. I Talk Cryptids. Alan was there. That was on the Sunday. There's just so many people, and there's other people there that I didn't know was there until they'd put their statuses and photographs and everything on there. Alien Bill was there. Alien Bill was definitely there. Yeah. Who else? Come on, help me out. But no, it wasn't as busy. I'm not with people, but I thought there'd be more. There's a few stalls in that were selling like merchandise. There's one guy, I can't remember his name, but he's going to be coming on in the new year. He does the Birmingham UFO group. I cannot remember the full details. Simon did tell me about it. He's called David, and I can't remember his surname. He's got a game that he was selling there, and he literally sold out. Dave Hodrian. So he's coming on the 1st of March. Yeah, I was chatting to him. Oh, Graham Rendell. Graham Rendell's coming on as well. The guy who talks about the Foo Fighters from World War II. So we sat watching him while he was doing his speaking, and then afterwards he had a stall there as well. I think it was him and his missus. And we caught up with him after when he was on his own, and we had a quick chat, and he's agreed he's going to come on as well. So I got quite a few bookings from that for next year, and fingers crossed everyone's gonna come on. So yeah, that's it on that. And then what else have you got going on? Joe, do you know anything that got going on? Oh yeah, I told you that we're going back to Rendlesham, meeting up with Derek. That's it. Umbra, that's what I think every time. I just get one of their songs in my head. Yeah, so Cannock. Yes, so Cannock is a week on Saturday. So that's going to be really good. And the main question when we're telling people that we're going is, how are we going to protect ourselves if we see something? I might just lie down and let it eat me. Because I ain't doing no running. But no, we had some tactical advice from certain people while we were there. So we should be alright in a non-illegal way, may I add. So yeah, that's all good. Right, anyone got any questions about anything? Not just about what I've been talking about tonight, but any questions for me to do with the group or anything, any paranormal stuff? Yeah, Simon's laughing because he knows. Yes, there you go, Simon. Peanut butter. You'll have to do that because I hate the smell of it. Well, there'll be no one left. Hi, Lawrence. Thank you for joining. So, what the name of the upcoming festival? So the one up, it's near. I'm sure it's Nuneaton, just outside Coventry. And it was Jay Austin that he messaged me this afternoon, asking me. Well, he was telling me about it, and I think he said he's speaking there. It's called Festival of the Unexplained, and it runs from the 14th to the 17th of September. Let me make the picture bigger. 1 second, guys. It's not the greatest because it's just getting the reflection off the camera. There we go. Yeah, it's at Bosworth Hall. So it's www.festivaloftheunexplained.com, and that's our website, and that's where you can get tickets from. Now they do only have Saturday and Sunday tickets available. They haven't got the full weekend tickets, so you just got to buy a day pass, and I think they're about 30 quid or thereabouts. Yeah. Oh yeah, so anyone want to join the Patreon, it's $3.99 a month. I am going to be doing a next level up from that. I think it's going to be in December, and that's going to be, I think it's going to be £6.50 or that, around that, and you're going to get a little bit more than just joining and not really getting anything. So yeah, I'll let you know more about that once I work everything out. Right, Umbra is asking, what are you hoping to find at Cannock Chase when you go? I'm hoping you found loads of different stuff, loads of like the high strangeness, the paranormal. I don't really want to be bumping shoulders with something that is going to tear us to pieces or eat us alive. I just more like orbs, UFOs, spirits, something like that. Don't really want to be bumping into a dog man. But I was speaking to somebody yesterday, and they were saying that apparently people keep saying there's a lot of dogman sightings there, but this person had said that it's the wrong terminology for it. It's more wild man sightings. So I don't know. I'll find out when I get there. When we get there. So up to now, there's 4, maybe 6 of us doing the evening investigation. So this is what's happening on the investigation side with the streaming. So we're going to get there, have a walkabout during the day. I'm going to do TikTok live because I've got over 1,100 followers on there now, and I haven't done anything on there for so long. I feel a bit mean. So I'm going to do about half an hour, 40 minutes on TikTok. Then, that's just when we're walking about and just in the general public areas. But when we go out into the more secluded area, I'm going to do a 15-20 minute live stream on YouTube for the public. And then when we go out and do the proper full investigation, that is going to be members only. Because I feel now it's been like nearly going into the 3rd month for Patreon. I've not really done anything to give anyone anything back. So I'm going to do, I think I'm only going to do about an hour live stream while walking around Cannock. I know the signal's fine around there because I've already done a couple in the areas that we're going to be going to. I've gone out doing field research, making sure that you can get signals down there. So I know it's going to work. And that's going to be for members only for the first week. After that, it will be made for public. So, and that's it. I'm not getting hitchhikers. Oh yeah, I'm not going to be getting hitchhikers. Going to be doing a couple of protection spells before we go. I'm going to be taking that's my jar of crystals. Oh, these all different ones in there. I probably couldn't even tell you half the names. So I'm going to cleanse them before we go and take the ones that I need. Got a couple of people doing protection spells for all of us. And I always carry crystals in the car anyway. Sorry, just give me 1 sec. My mouth is really dry. Don't worry guys, it's only water. Non-alcoholic water. Yes, bro. Yeah, and I'm not going to be wearing shorts, so I'm going to be climbing through all the brambles and bushes and ferns and possibly even wading through water to get to where we need to go. I've got the digital K2 meter, the one that you've seen from the video in Rendlesham, the one that I usually use, but I'm going to be buying the one like what Alex has got, which is the lights of the needle, because it's just so that you can see it better in the dark. Yeah, I've got my wellies, so I'm taking them. Simon has actually got holy water from Ireland. I think he's got like 10-gallon drum of it or something. So, yeah. Any more questions? Doesn't matter if not. I'm probably going to be cutting this short tonight anyway. But if you've got any questions, might as well do it now while it's just me. iron and salt. Yeah, I've actually got it's like an iron ring. No jokes in the chat on that, please. It's like the base of a pot or something. So, right. So what am I going to be taking to investigate? Right. So we're pretty much going to be taking everything, but I'm not going to be using it all in one go. So I'm going to be taking the dowsing rods. I'm going to take the pendulum, because I think that would be a good tool to use there. And we need to take the chair as well. So, you've asked me that question. We do need to start getting everything out on the desk ready, so I know what I'm taking. So I'm going to take the pendulum and the chart, dowsing rods. Excuse me. I've got the green laser pointer. Going to take 2 K2 meters, torches, obviously, head torch, taking 3 power banks, so they're going to have to be charged up. There's 2 IR lights, UV light, 3 square LED lights, what I use when I go out on a normal investigation. But I'm not going to take the gimbal. I'm going to take the handheld frame. So I just need to fix it up, because I don't know if you can see, but just above me there, I'll just tilt it up a touch, where the alien head is, that's the Sony Handycam with the night vision on it. So I can fix that onto the frame. So I can have the night vision camera at the bottom, my phone doing the live stream at the top, with the 2 normal LEDs on top next to the phone, but at the bottom next to the night vision, I'm going to have the IR lights, but I'm going to turn them down to a minimum. So that's it. Because apparently IR can be picked up by night vision eyes, so I've been told. What's the best camera to capture anything? Well, at the moment, I use a Galaxy S23 Ultra, and when you take night photos with that, I don't even use the flash in it anymore. When I take photos at night, it literally looks like daylight, but you can see all the stars, and you can see all the green and yellow colours in the sky. A couple of photos that I took last week actually looks like the Northern Lights. It won't surprise me if it was, but I'm not 100%. But I've got the night vision camera that uses a Sony Handycam. It just has a little 2.5 inch, 3 inch disc to record it onto. But then it's got a memory stick that you can put in for taking photographs. So you can swap between the two, and it's pretty easy to use. So I'm just reading the comments. Yeah. Oh, so I've got a little right. So if it is raining, if it's absolutely throwing it down, then we're not going to be doing it, because we're not going to be able to see anything or hear anything. If it's just a little bit of rain and a couple of showers, then yeah, we're going to carry on as much as we can. I've got 2 giant umbrellas in the boot of the car, Sports Direct ones, so they'll do that we can set up. I've got a big sheet of tarpaulin, which I think it's 11 foot by 8 foot, so we can either use that as a cover or as float. And then I've got a little parasol. It's what you put on a baby's buggy or something, and that just clamps on, tightens it up. It's just to cover. So say this is the camera, it just covers over it. It's only about so big, probably about 1 foot in diameter, and it's just to stop any of the equipment getting wet. Digital and analog voice recorders or dictaphones. I'll take 1 each of them, and couple of spare batteries, and that is pretty much it. Clothing wise, going to take wellies and waterproof boots. I've got a pair of regatta trousers that are stormproof. Thermals, top and bottom, gloves, cap, and just stuff with plenty of pockets in them. So like body warmers and hoodies. Just so you're not carrying everything. It can all go in different pockets and pouches. That is pretty much it. I am going to be doing a short video once I've got all the equipment out and ready. I'm just going to film what I'm going to be taking so you guys can see what it is. I'm going to have my little man bag. That's got everything in, and that's right in front of me where I can click, radios. I can click the radios on, and also a backpack. I don't know if you can see, it's just there on top of the wardrobe. So yeah, I've got a big rucksack that's gonna be carrying everything in. Plenty of water and food because there are no shops in there. 10 pairs, Simon, at least. Excuse me. That's it. I think I found an old mobile phone that's I've got an SD card in, so I was going to take that so I can take photos. I just said a bleep. What's bleeping? What the hell? Sorry, 1 second, guys. Oh, it's outside. It's all right. About what I was saying. Well, I know I'm not going to be the slowest person there, so I don't care how evil or bad that sounds. Yeah, I'm gone. Yeah, so clothing is one of the most important as well. You need something to cover your head when climbing through the trees and bushes, just to protect the top of your head and your eyes. So, just a baseball cap or even a woolly hat. So I know it's not. Hopefully, it's not going to be that cold. So. But not taking anything I'm not taking anything illegal, put it that way, because I ain't getting pulled with all that. So we're just taking what we need. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Food and water, chocolate, something like sugar and salt in, because we're going to be doing a lot of walking. So we're going to be burning everything off, so we need to make sure we've got plenty of sugar top up and salt, so crisp biscuits, fizzy drinks, flavoured water, sorry. I have got a expandable tyre wrench in the back of the car, so if needed. It's more for chopping through the sticks and trees and what have you. Well, yeah, that's it. So yeah, we're gonna make sure we've got everything we need. Our knees, and our people laugh when I bought them, but I don't care. I can't remember the proper name, but they are the yellow filtered sunglasses. But these are really good when you're walking around at night and it's going from dusk or dawn. They help you focus a little bit better between like the daylight times. Amber vision, that's it. I can't remember, Si. I knew you'd tell me again. So yeah. Imagine Andy as a mix of Solid Snake and Geralt of Rivia when he's out on an investigation. I don't even know what that means. Please explain. Right, any more sensible questions? Going to do 10 more minutes and I'm going to knock off, I think. And then I'll tell you who I've got coming up over the next few weeks. Oh, don't watch it. I started watching it and it's a bit boring, so I turned it off. Sorry, guys. Metal Gear Solid, yes. Yeah, on that one. Used to play it back in the day on my PS2. Right, so everyone who's on in September, guest-wise, is now showing on YouTube and the website. So on Friday, we've got Stephen Myers, the Great Pyramid Detective. So he's going to be coming on telling us about that. On Wednesday, it's part 3 of Laura Eisenhower after her visit to the UK. Now, I'm going to be co-hosted by Michael Kopf from Paranormal Versus, because he was supposed to come on a while back and we had to change it, so I said to get him in on that one. Then on Friday the 8th, got Maria Wheatley, she's coming on. I'm going to be talking about a new book. Then the 9th and 10th, that's when we're over in Cannock. So, all being well, I'm going to be coming back for Wednesday the 13th, when we've got the one and only George Mitrovic, and I should be co-hosted with Chris Meek on that one, as long as he's better and everything's going as planned. Excuse me. Then on the 15th, so you guys remember Al Santariga and then Chris Reinhardt came on. Now they have been doing an investigation over near where Chris lives, I think it is. And that was either this weekend coming or last weekend. Or it's around about now anyway, so they're doing an investigation. So they're going to be coming on telling us about anything that they picked up while they were there. Hopefully they're going to have some photos and videos, so that's going to be a good one. Well, they're all going to be good. They're always good. Anyway, Wednesday the 20th, got Gary Jones coming on. So he's the guy that came on with Kaz Clark. He's talking about the Penta UFO incident, but he's going to be coming on telling us about some other accounts that he's been investigating. And then on the Friday the 22nd, Chris Evers and Earl Grey are coming on, because Chris Evers has got a new book out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he should have the book in a couple of weeks, and he says he's going to send me a copy. So if he does, then I'm going to be able to get a chance to read it and kind of know what I'm talking about when he comes on. And also from that, me and Chris Meek are going to be doing a book review on that one as well, sometime in the near future. And then, yeah, we got all the way through until February, pretty much the end of March. So we've got guests all the way up until April now, which I think isn't too bad. But yeah, please, if you can, join the Patreon. That really would help with this that I'm doing, with us going out to further locations to do live streams. Just gives us more opportunity, and we can get better equipment as well when we go out to these places. And then we can do the stayovers and do through the night, and we can do more meetups. It just makes it, let's say, it makes it easier. It just gives us look. It's only a couple of quid here and there, really, that's coming from it, but it just gives more opportunity for the channel to do more stuff, rather than going to the same places, doing the same thing each week, because it does get boring. Even I get bored. And like Joe's just put, it is only $3.99 a month. I know not everyone can afford it, but if you can, even if you just did it for 1 month, just now and again, it really would help us out immensely. Or even the super chat and super stickers, you can donate through that now. So yeah, if you can, that would be absolutely fantastic. If not, then you can't, and how it goes sometimes. But for those that have, thank you. And for those that are going to, thank you as well. And for everyone that listens on here, on the podcast, Spotify, Apple, whatever streaming service you use, thank you so much for tuning in. The podcast is starting to pick up now. I know it's only been, I think it's 3-4 months now on podcast. I was only getting like 2 and 3 downloads per episode, but now they're going into 20s and 30s. I think getting listened to over 7 or 8 different countries, including the UK and the US. I think it's 21 states in America. Cheers on that. 21 states in America that listen on podcasts as well. But you can listen to it on any platform. So it's, like I said, Spotify, Apple, TuneIn, Audible, whatever, Amazon. I don't know what the others are. I don't use any of them. I only use Spotify and YouTube. Castbox. Yes. That's it. I don't think I've got anything else. If anyone wants to ask me anything before we go, then I can do that quickly. But I'm going to end this in 5 minutes' time. That's right. I'm just reading through the messages. There we go. I'll just run it across the bottom. I forgot to do this. Well, don't forget, if you do sign up for this month, you will get to see the live investigation at Cannock, and there may be more than one, depending if we pick anything up. No, there are no more photos, Simon. Because I deleted all the crappy ones, as you know, so just kept the best ones and edited them. Oh, Simon thinks he's funny, but he's not. I bet he's sat there laughing now. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so if you do join this month, you can watch the Cannock Chase live investigation, and then the next the next one that's going to be members only is going to be the Halloween one. I'm not sure about the Christmas one yet. I'll let you know near at the time. But yeah, Cannock, Halloween, and then any other special ones that we do between now and the end of the year. And then it's going to change again. We're going to build the next tier up, and then that tier is going to be for the majority of the live streams. Right, so that is it. If no one's got any questions, we're going to end this now. So thank you everyone so much for coming on. I am going to put this on as a podcast, and then hopefully, if you are listening on podcast, you will jump onto the YouTube channel to view the photos that I've been putting up on here. And that's it, really. So, right. Have a wonderful 2 days, everyone. I'm going to turn this music off, and then I'm going to play the outro video. So thanks for joining. I'm sorry it wasn't what you was expecting. Graham did apologise. He was waiting for somebody to come out and try and sort out the technical issues, but he didn't believe it was going to be today. What miracles have happened before, and it's just one of them things. But we are in the middle of arranging for him to come back on, so that'll probably be a Wednesday, October, November time. So thank you everyone, and have a wonderful 2 days, and hopefully see you on Friday. Take care and goodbye.